There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Alrighty, Epic Mega Games presents a Divergence Entertainment production of One Must Fall 2097. And this is a happy coincidence because I was gonna do a review of this game for my Get Off My Lawn series, and it came up on the random game selector. So this is One Must Fall 2097. I am going to have to set a 20-minute time limit on this, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is the best fighting game for DOS ever. So, we'll hit one-player game. You get to select a character. Let's go STEFFAN. I always go STEFFAN. Shadow. We don't want a Shadow. A Thorn, a Pyros. There's a whole pile of bots you get to choose from. 90-foot-tall robots that kick ass. Jaguar. And we have to take on Crystal. I'll wipe that smile off your face, Softness. A few strips of metal will be all that's left of you. Alright, Crystal. Let's take you on.
Bye.
Let's go! So I trip her up using the shift and arrow keys. And it is enter to punch. So you've got your arrow keys, shift and enter. And that's it. That's all you need. Crystal trying to get forward in the Pyros, but she can't make it. Overhead throw time! Hooah! As you can see, the walls are electrocuted. I win. Best of 1. I set that when I was playing through. Usually it's best of 2, but STEFFAN was too much there. And you're led to this guy. Whoa, this challenger meant business tonight. STEFFAN could show the old pros a thing or two about that Jaguar. And then it shows clips of what's actually happened. Check this action out. This is how Crystal looked the whole match. Beaten, bruised and bewildered. Eat lead, Blondie! Your lucky streak ends here. How is it a lucky streak if I've won one game? Okay, Kronos, let's kick you to death. Hooah! Hey, that's not part of the script. Kronos, no! Oh, he used the environment against me. Fortunately, I kicked him. And kicked him again. And will continue to kick him. As you can see, this is on a harder difficulty. And they're able to block. But they can't block the fire. Or the heat that I bring. Down you go, Christian. Oh, that was satisfying. And as you can see, your score goes up depending on how well you managed. This stadium was rocked tonight by an impressive STEFFAN. Christian needs some more practice before he can beat the likes of him. Kronos' parts littered the floor after repeated blows like this. Almost makes me feel sorry for Christian's repair crew. I'll let you wash my bot when I'm done. Sure, I'll hose down what's left. Raven and Shredder, that's a difficult mix.
Bye.
Because I can't trip him up, so I need to back off a bit, and he's got me with that flail of his. Not Shredder, flail. Duh, James. And as you can see, there's Gulf War style aircraft in the background there, causing problems. This is going to be a close one. Oh, there we go. Smashed him. Sometimes you get lucky like that. You throw a big kick, a big spinning back kick, a la Chuck Norris or Jean-Claude Van Damme, and you're able to hit it twice. The stadium was rocked tonight by the impressive STEFFAN. Raven needs some more practice. Yeah, okay. And at this point you kind of realise, hey, the newscaster's repeating himself a bit, and he does. Watch and learn, quiet boy. I give you 30 ticks before you fall. You are nothing. Okay, Jean-Paul. He's got a gargoyle, which is good in the air.
Ready?
Hopefully, we can ground and pound him here. Yep, there we go. This is a mistake. See that flight there? If he'd recovered in time, he'd be able to utilise the gargoyle's speed. But Jean-Paul, he's not the most durable of fighters, so I can just do that to him. Now, you'll see at this point, perfect round, which adds to your score. So that's nice. Now, I could use a destruction move or something like that on him. I don't really do destruction moves, personally. So there you go. Smashed him. Hey, Pops! Ain't it about time for your nap? Actually, I think it's time to spank a crying baby or something like that. The banter's fun between the characters.
Ready.
Shadow?
Fight.
What is Shiro doing in a shadow? He's not gonna be any match for me. What are you thinking, Shiro? What are you thinking, huh? This could be another perfect round. It is. So, Shiro, he's strong, but he's very slow. And I essentially just pounded him into the dirt because Shadow needs a bit of speed, you know, to operate well. Now, this could be difficult. Milano is very fast, and Katana is like my bogey. I always seem to struggle against Katana. You're about to see perfection in action, Ponytail. All I see is a boy trying to fill a man's job. Don't know what that accent was. Right, might need some concentration here. Huh! And you'll notice my fighting style. You may have seen this in the long play. I've done a long play of this before. And, yeah, it's basically, I'm all offense, very poor at defense, try and end the match quickly by getting the computer in the corner, hitting him with a pile of kicks, and hoping for the best. And, it works out quite well for me in my Jaguar. Alright. After I take you down, I'll take you out. You are about to get a man's education. Am I? This is Electra.
Ready.
It's like a giant spark plug. Oh, interesting start. Look at that offense from Angel. My goodness. Whew. Wasn't expecting that right out of the bat. Really aggressive from Angel. Oh, this is not good. And you can see I avoided the fire, but I'm not avoiding these strikes. And I'm stunned, I can't do anything. And I think Angel's got me here. I have to be very, very careful with my hits here. Oh, how close was that? Look at my health up in the top corner there. Oh, that was nervy. I nearly lost that. So you can see they're complaining about the repair cost. Ibrahim's an interesting one. He's not that fast, but he can take a pile of abuse. And he's pretty strong. So we have to hit him plenty here.
Fight.
You see what I mean? That trip barely did anything to him. So we just have to grind and pound. As I said before, avoid those planes. Generally, it's the faster ones that I have to, you know, avoid, but as you can see, I'm trying to prevent Ibrahim from hitting me at all, because if he gets a shot in, I'm in trouble. It might look like, oh, that was a completely one-sided bout, you know, yeah, you wrecked him, but I didn't. No, that was quite a nervy contest, believe it or not, where I was just trying to avoid being hit. Surely you don't think you can win? Prepare to see what a real mind can do. Cossette I always beat.
Ready.
We'll see if that happens now.
Fight.
Forn can be a bit tricky. He's got really powerful arm strength, but Cossette isn't much of a pilot, so we'll see. In these later sort of stages of the competition, I tend not to sort of take anything for granted, and as a result I fight harder. And it may look, again, like, oh, he got a perfect round, this computer's easy. But you saw in the Angel match, if the computer gets 1 or 2 hits, suddenly your back's up against the wall. And now, the final battle. STEFFAN versus Major KREISSACK. At last, a worthy adversary. Get ready to rock. Ha, what is this? You're barely out of diapers. Rest in peace, Sean Connery. That was a terrible...
Ready.
I was trying for German and ended up Sean Connery. I don't know what happened there. This is why I am not a voice actor. This could end badly, by the way. Nova is basically good at everything. Oh... Nova. Oh, got me good there. You got me good, Mayor. Major. Mayor? But I think I have the edge here. Whew! Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Now watch this ending. He explodes into a pile of parts. And Steffan's too busy celebrating. He don't care. All you arena junkies out there got a pretty good show at the stadium. Major KREISSAK fought with skill, but not enough to put down Steffan's hulking Jaguar. Hey, maybe next time, Major KREISSAK. Oh, there won't be a next time, and you'll see why now. You awaken in your own body. For a few moments, you come down from the adrenaline high you've experienced. Your body seems so frail now. The team is already celebrating, and you welcome their congratulations. The time to party is short-lived. Your mind takes in the last few hours' events, and the knowledge that an entire moon is now yours to command. Wait a sec, comes a panicking voice from a vid monitor. Everyone, listen! He turns up the volume, and everyone in the room is quiet. Was found dead today. We repeat, Hans KREISSAK's body was found at 1800 hours tonight in a garbage bin outside the Nova laboratories. Everyone is holding their breath as the news reporter continues. We've been handed this notice that was to be read when KREISSAK won the fight tonight. It reads, Notice to all humans, a new day has begun. Nova, a project started by war, will give new life. This process can take a human brain and place it inside a robotic body. What you saw tonight was me, Hans KREISSAK, directly connected to a new form of HAR. The human race will now see its ultimate evolution. The announcer lays down the digipad containing the message. Tragically, all scientists close to the project have been killed in a fire which broke out shortly after the last match tonight. All records of the Nova project were destroyed. In other news, a crew member switches the display off. Well, looks like we'll be looking for a new boss now. Well, the Wicked Witch is dead. That's going to make your job much easier. Firstly, that Nova project sounds like it could be a great thing to pick back up again. Perhaps the old man just didn't have the right brain. Ganymede was easy. KREISSAK was a breeze. The next challenge will be all of Jupiter, then Mars, then Earth. But for now, you must meet your people. As you fly towards the moon, you close your eyes and start thinking about what you'll soon have. Nobody can stop you now. And as you can see, that's the highest score I have ever got. I was doing some test runs with STEFFAN and his Jaguar for a video I'm making on this game. And that's the highest score. Hooray! And you're probably thinking to yourself, what? James, that was barely 10 minutes. Okay, 15 tops, you know? So I get to show you the rest of One Must Fall now. Because that one-player game is like a primer. It's like the start. Two-player game is pretty obvious. You can select your various characters and face off against somebody on the same machine. We'll just briefly look at the configuration. You can change your controls and you can change the sound, the music, whether it's in stereo, all kinds of video options as well, which is impressive. And you can also change the gameplay. I've got it on normal speed, normal fight, normal difficulty, you know. Got it set to 1 round. You can have, you know, best 3 of 7, 4 of 7 even, you know. It's really sort of, you can completely change things. You can turn the hazards of the map off as well. And there's a hidden menu as well. There's help, there's ordering information, there's a demo, and you've got the wonderful scoreboard where we can see James is the best at 1 round. But none of that is important because we've got this tournament play. Now, here's one I made earlier, as they say on former Great British Show Blue Peter. And this is James in his Jaguar. And I'll just run through all the buttons here. So you can register for a tournament. There's a registration fee. You've got North American Open, Katashai Challenge, War Invitational and World Championship. And each of those increase in difficulty. You've got your arena, where you fight your next match. You've got simulation, where you could choose who to fight in the challenge. You'll also note, hey, these guys have ridiculous stats. That's because they've been upgrading themselves as they go along. It's an RPG within a fighting game, which is, to me, is just incredible. And I say RPG because you've got your stats here, your power, agility, endurance, and the stats of your robot. You can increase your own abilities with training courses, and then you can buy and sell upgrade kits for your robots, or trade for a completely different robot if you decide, hey, I want to do something else. And as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, the robots have different abilities. They have different special moves, but they've also, like, look at the Thorn's arm power compared to the Electra's arm power. But the Thorn's arm speed is a lot lower than the Electra's speed. So if you want something that's very particular, like say you focus on leg speed, you'll want the Shadow. Though for me, the Shadow's kicks are a bit weird. So I go with the Jaguar, who is also really, really good with the legs. You'll see I've poured upgrades into leg power, leg speed, and so on. I may as well run down what each of these does, you know. That improves your arm power, leg power, damage done. How fast your robot actually animates and moves is done by the speed. Armor, that is how much you can take in terms of damage mitigation. And then stun resistance is the little bar just underneath your health that prevents you from dying, as in doing that weird animation that you saw me in that match with Angel, where I sort of grabbed my head and couldn't do anything. And if you really want, you can change your body color. So that's essentially OMF. And I've got, 3 minutes left on the timer. So what I'm going to do is I am going to practice against Lonnie, who was a test run, and I'm going to destroy him. You can see how quick my Jaguar moves now. Watch this. Like, look at the speed with which he's attacking. And the opponents are the same. They can also move as quickly. I'll show you briefly in a fight with Milano. Like, look at that. Lonnie didn't get a touch in there. And I just completely destroyed him. We'll fight Milano. Milano's extremely quick. He's in a Jaguar. This will show you just how quick the matches can go. In fact, let's turn the speed up to full. Let's do it. This could end badly. You ready? Ho 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 ho! Yikes! Yep, that is taking some effort to control. Oh, good counter from Milano. I can barely see my moves at this point. Oh, no, he's got me, he's got me. Or not. Can James mount a comeback? No, he can't. There we go, and he's got me. So, that's how fast OMF can go if you really, really, like, pump up the pace. And, that is One Must Fall 2097. It's one of my favourite DOS games of all time. You'll see it again in my top 25 because I wasn't expecting it to come up in this random DOS game show so soon. But yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful game. And I'll just let the computer play itself and that'll see out the last few seconds. Come on, computer, pick one. Apparently I had to pick one. So let's see the computer do its business. Isn't that lovely? So who would I recommend it to? It's a bit of a sort of no-brainer. Anybody who's fans of Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, anything like that, definitely give this a go. Great game. But furthermore, I would actually say everyone give this a shot. Absolutely everyone. And it's not often I do that on this show. Usually I'm very specific with who I recommend stuff to. But with this, it's different. Because I genuinely feel like not only is this the best DOS fighting game, this is one of the best DOS games. And everyone should give it a try. Even if you hate it, it's completely free now. It was made freeware. So pick it up, give it a few fights. If you don't like it, that's not too bad. But if you enjoy action games of any sort, don't be put off by the fact that it's a fighting game, because it's infinitely accessible because of the level of customizability. Anyway, that's me rambling about OMF. If you want to see more videos of me talking about other games, I have hundreds of others. Feel free to take a look. And if you like what you see, hit the old subscribe button.